Hi Aquarius, I'm Denise Stargazer, and this is your April 2022 Tarot Insight reading. All I have to say to you, my friendly air sign, is open the floodgates because there is stuff coming through, and it doesn't have to be shocking and terrifying. This is definitely about you seizing the day, finding the time to subscribe to what you want. But here's the other thing. You don't have to work so hard. One of the things that you're doing is you are like throwing yourself into whatever this project is or this idea is or whatever. And I do think that there is a mental note that goes with this Aquarius that says, I have to work really hard to have value or to earn this. And that is an illusion. So sometimes you get yourself in a logjam because you overthink what you're doing. I mean, we all do it. But the month of April is showing up as a time to release some of those expectations, to let go of some of those pre-sorted ideas that you have about your life, and to allow abundance to flow in and opportunities. And honestly, sit back and let it ride. Okay, so let's get started with the tarot. Hey baby, hey tarot. So this is for Aquarius. 3 taps, holy water for the cards, holy water for me. I am ready to go. Let's go. Aquarius. Woo! You got some messages coming in. What did I say about the overthinking? We got swords, 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 and we have money showing up too. So we have the Knight of Swords. This is the messenger. He's showing up really rapidly. Obviously, look at him. He's like zooming in. I was going to say galloping, but galloping. Yeah, he's galloping in on the horse. I don't know what I was thinking. He wants to bring a message of possibility. You have great ideas. Aquarius, you are inventive. You're quirky and inventive. You bring peace. You're altruistic. You give back. I mean, your heart is so expansive. This is definitely a sign. Okay, so this Knight of Swords, it is a sign that it is time to take that idea, put it to work, but you have to allow it to simmer and percolate. You don't have to overwork this idea. It is going to organically show up in your life, and this is probably through a job. It's probably through a project. It's probably through a business, a collaboration, things like this. Because I do have the King of Pentacles. I'll talk about him in a moment, but we have the reverse 5 of Swords. There has also been some family conflict that has been going on in your world. Hello, and definitely drop the sword, walk away. The only way to get past this energy, Aquarius, is to tell it to F off. Not the family members, just the energy of it. Ooh, I could get into trouble telling you that. But the bottom line is you don't have to engage in whatever this jealousy, drama, stirring the pot is. I do think that you doubt your role in whatever this conflict is. And what I mean by that is you doubt your ability to walk away, or you doubt that you're going to ever get done with this conflict. It's time to drop the sword, walk away. It is complete. The drama is just not going to serve you anymore. And here's the bonus over here. You have this King of Pentacles, steadfast supporter, nurturer. This is a human. I tend to think royalty are people in your life. So this is a human in your life. Doesn't have to be a man, could be a woman, because we both have masculine and feminine energy. But this is a person in your life who is totally a supporter for you. This could be like a grandparent that like writes you a check and throws it in the mail. Because remember how we used to write checks? I think it's so awesome when I get a check from a loved one. I'm like, oh my God, checks. Who remembers checks? Anyway, I digress. So this is somebody who like throws a check in the mail to you and is like, go have fun and play and go take yourself to dinner. This is somebody who just supports you, loves you, grounds you. The King of Pentacles is an earth, so it's a grounded energy. Grounds you and helps you to know that you're not crazy. You have a plan, and the plan is to erect and create a life of happiness. You're doing this. You just get that log jam that I talked about. Okay, so let's do 3 more and see what else is coming up. I should say for that King of Pentacles, just nurture and honor that relationship. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a challenge this month too. The Tower does show up as related to an Ace of Wands. Okay, I'm going to tell you intuitively where this is kicking in for me. This Ace of Wands is a brand new project, a brand new start, something that's creative, something you're passionate about, and it may not take off. So whatever this thing is that you're over here working, you know the feeling when you put in all of that work and then it doesn't do anything. And you're like, what the heck? Okay, so listen. The Tower shows up just to remind us that if this thing ends abruptly, like boom, because the Tower means it's done fast. Like literally, like let's say you have an online class and you put it into the world and all of a sudden it's like stuck. It is not selling at all. People are not responding to it. Listen, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because the tower is a redirection. In my opinion, the tower shows up and it's like, hey, you have more than one possibility here. So what do you want to do instead? So let the tower give you guidance. Take a deep breath. Don't allow anxiety to be a part of any decisions you're making, especially when it comes to business. But this Ace of Wands is creativity. It is projects. It's something that you've needed or you've been looking for that passion. If the first thing that you create, and this could even just be having a hobby or taking on something new, like a class, etc. If the first class or the first hobby or the first whatever isn't hitting the mark for you, because the tower is with that, it's fine. You don't let it go and start again. Not a big deal. And don't allow yourself to live up to other people's expectations when it comes to your creativity and your new beginning in, I don't know, work stuff. Anything that makes your heart feel good. This is the Ace of Wands, so it's fiery and passionate. So if someone is like, oh yeah, I don't know if you should do that, just walk away. Walk away. It is not your message. Okay, next, Seven of Swords. This is a card of the Thief. I'm just gonna say it. Oh, and I got a Page of Pentacles with this. So this is a tricky card, in my opinion, because it just means there's somebody around you who's not giving you the right information or the right advice. They're manipulating the situation. There could be somebody who's quite literally stealing from you. I want you just to pay attention to your stuff. Pay attention to your books, your accounts. If this is an identity issue, if you are paying attention, it's not going to take its course in a bad way. Does that make sense? So the Seven of Swords is, it's kind of like an overview of a warning. Pay attention. If somebody around you is not who they say they are, and it feels like that, if your intuition is going ding, 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 just trust your intuition. Okay. Page of Pentacles, more grounded energy. This is a relative of the King of Pentacles. Boom. And so you have this really earthy, grounded sense of creating income. The reality is that you are creating more income. You are creating more abundance. So just let that show up. So let's do 3 more. Let's see. Oh, honey. Okay. Yeah. You're like super intuitive. So we have the Fool. This is a calculated risk. You're going to be okay. Decide what you want to do and go for it. Even if the Tower shows up behind that Ace of Wands, not a big deal. The Fool's going to take over and it's going to guide you to the next opportunity or the next idea. You have the 10 of Cups. Hello, the 10. Old is done, new begins. Happiness, joy is expressed, right? Look at the happy family. And I mean, that's a big old rainbow right there. The challenge here with this card is what happens after the celebration is over. And I got the High Priestess for you, baby. The High Priestess. Look at the moon at her feet. Look at the moon at her crown. She's intuitive. She's extremely connected to her inner knowledge, her spiritual self. I'm just going to end with the High Priestess. She is a card of spirituality. She knows that there is a soul inside of you that seeks truth, information, answers, and you're very intuitive. I know I already said it, but you are. You're super duper intuitive. So trust your intuition when it comes to the choices in the month of April. Let go of the drama. Biggest piece I can say for you is trust yourself. Let go of the drama. Allow the new thing to begin. If something just doesn't work out, let it go. Move forward. This is going to be a great spring for you, Aquarius, because you have lots of course correction that is happening, but it's happening so intuitively. It just makes sense. It's just going to be a great April, especially. So focus on what you want to create and give yourself a little bit of personal grace. If it feels like you have been hammering away and working and you're just not getting where you need to go, it's time to pull back and take a moment, take a breath, take a meditation, because things are going to start to like flow a little bit more easily, especially as we get into the energy of Taurus, which is really refined by, you know, making money and being physically well and all that stuff. So thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share if it resonates, and I will see you next month for more tarot.